Hey y'all, welcome back. We're just gonna jump right into it. So in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I was gonna make some DIY art to go over my fireplace on the mantle. That's what we're gonna be doing in today's video. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing, then just keep on watching. So I took a trip to Hobby Lobby and I was really looking to buy a huge blank canvas or a piece of art on clearance that I could paint over, and I ended up striking gold in this clearance section because the canvas that I found, or the frame that I found, was on a really huge discount and it was the perfect size, exactly what I needed. So the size frame that I ended up buying was a 27 by 40, and the original price of it was $89.99, and I got it for $22, y'all. So I decided, instead of buying a foam board or a piece of poster board or whatever to create my piece of art on, I just used the backing that came with the frame and it worked out perfectly. So what you saw me doing there was painting that whole backing to the frame with some just white craft paint that I had laying around, and then I used that joint compound to add a little bit of texture to it, and then I just started painting, y'all. I had an inspiration picture that I just Googled, but I don't know what I did with it and I don't remember where it was, but I just started painting and listening to some music and just kind of free forming a piece of art, and I'll let you see what it looks like when I get done here in a second. Alright, so I finished it up and popped it back in the frame, and I really like how it looked. I remember asking you guys over on the community tab, should I keep the frame black, paint it gold, or what should I do? So I wanted to see how it felt in the space, and it was giving like desert sunset, and it really wasn't the vibe I was going for, so I decided to go a completely different direction with the artwork up here. I was inspired by this DIY project that I saw on one of my favorite home decorating shows, so I went on Amazon and found this crocodile skin peel and stick wallpaper and decided that I was just gonna go for it. This paper is so pretty, y'all. I forget the size of it. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out for yourself, but the show that I saw it on was called Down Home Fab, and she did this wall in the back of the client's home that used black wallpaper trimmed in gold, and it was gorgeous. So I decided I wanted to do it for myself. So instead of going out and buying another frame, y'all, I just flipped this one over on the other side and decided to stick my DIY crocodile wallpaper on the back side of the original art that I painted at the beginning of this video. So I already had this yellow smoothing down paper, whatever you want to call this thing. I already had it. It came with some gallons of resin that I bought from my small business. So I just used that to help me smooth the wallpaper down on the back of this piece of artwork. And I ended up needing a couple of books to hold down the wallpaper because it kept curling up on the edges. But other than that, y'all, this DIY project went smooth as butter, and I'm really impressed with how it turned out. It looks really good, but y'all let me know how y'all feel about it as well, because I'm really interested to know if you would do this project yourself. So since I was so inspired by that DIY project on the show, I decided to paint my frame gold as well. So I took this gilding paint and I slapped it on with a foam brush, and then I used an old makeup brush to add a little bit of texture, and then I popped the artwork back in the gold frame, and let's see how it looks. Y'all, it turned out so nice. I am very impressed with this project, and I think I picked a really nice wallpaper. It was inexpensive. I think this roll was like $28 or $30. I may be totally off, but it wasn't really expensive like wallpaper can be, and it still has that bit of texture to it. It's not completely white. It looks so good with the gold frame. I'm really impressed with what I did with this project. So here it is in my space. It's like the perfect size. I love the scale of it, and I know from a distance it just looks like I framed a piece of white paper, but that texture, that crocodile skin texture, is so fabulous. My husband kind of looked at it weird the first time he saw it when he came home from work, but I love it. So now we're gonna actually decorate the fireplace mantle. So I just pulled out a lot of things that I already had because I didn't want to go buy anything. A lot of decor pieces, I buy a lot, and I don't want it to just sit in a corner in a room or in a closet. I want to actually use it. So I just pulled out a bunch of random pieces that I thought would go with the color scheme that I was going for, and we're just going to start putting pieces up there and going for it and see what we come up with. So now that I feel like I'm finally happy with the decor that I chose, let's talk about this cute little lamp for a second. So I don't want to butcher the name of it, so I will put it on the screen or put it down in the description box below so you can check it out for yourself. It's just the cutest thing, y'all, and I've had it for a couple of weeks. It was gifted to me, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with it because the lampshade is shaped like a tulip, and I thought it would clash with the rest of my decor, but it works out perfectly in this space. It is rechargeable. It has a USB cable that comes with it, and I think it's about 18 or 20 inches tall. It comes in black, gold, and silver, and of course I opted for black. It's just the cutest little thing, y'all. I felt like using it as mantle decor was the perfect place because it's cordless. I don't have to worry about finding an outlet to plug it into. It's really dainty, so it doesn't give that heavy, bulky feeling on the fireplace, but you don't have to use it there. You can use it in a bedroom, on a side table. I originally had it in the floating shelves in our guest bathroom, but I opted to move it in here because I felt like it would be really nice over in this space, and I was right because I really love it up there. And I believe when it's fully charged, the charge lasts about 5 hours, but I always use it on the dimmest light because I like the ambiance that it adds to my space. But yeah, I think it's just the cutest little thing, and I wanted to mention it before we move on and I'll tell you all of the other decor that I used on the mantle. All right, so I'll give you a quick rundown of the decor that I used on the mantle. The vase is from Target. The eucalyptus stems are from Hobby Lobby. The candle is from Homegoods. It smells so nice. It's like a less intense version of the Bath & Body Works one, but the amber in it makes it a little bit more warm and cozy, I think. And that small little potted plant thing there, I think I got it from Homegoods, either Homegoods or TJ Maxx. Of course, the lamp and the box that the lamp and the vase are sitting on also came from Hobby Lobby. It came in a set of 3, but they were priced separately, and this is the middle size. I think it was $39.99 or something like that, but I love the texture and the gold hardware that it had on it. It really fit the style and the look that I was going for up here. And that's it, y'all. Plain and simple. It didn't take a whole lot to have some impactful decor over on my fireplace mantle. It doesn't feel like too much, and it doesn't feel under decorated either. It's just the right amount of stuff, and I think the previous piece of art that I made just made it feel too overwhelming and heavy, and this is just the right amount. So yeah, y'all, that's all I have for this video. Please let me know if you try your hand at your own DIY art, especially with a roll of wallpaper, and let me know what you think about mine as well. And with saying all that, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.